Welcome back, participants of the SPHERE program, cohort 2. This is the Assuring Quality in Higher Education in Sierra Leone. And as part of the quality assurance training to quality assurance officers, this particular presentation is on support by quality assurance officers for study program development and review. But more specifically, we'll be looking at curriculum development, also curriculum review. At the end of this presentation, participants will be able to understand in detail the role of quality assurance officers in an institution in curriculum development and review. So let's start. Now, curriculum development and curriculum review involve series of steps and processes. You may recall from our discussion in our discussion on study program that we said that it involves lots and lots of steps. Now, it is important to note that one of the key purposes of quality assurance at institutions of learning is to ensure the improvement and effective performance of participants involved in the program. Thus, the quality assurance officer, QAO for short, is one such participant in the curriculum review processes. Having said that, it is important to make this statement, lay this premise, that remember that the quality assurance officer is not the subject expert. Whilst we are dealing with the curriculum review or program development, the quality assurance officer is not the subject expert, at least usually, because in some cases you have a quality assurance officer who is an expert in his own area of study. Outside quality assurance, maybe he can be a history person, he might be an engineer, he might be a science person, but usually he is not the subject expert, and his role is not to be an expert in the subject. However, the quality assurance officer plays a very important role in the curriculum review process. The quality assurance officer provides or make the review team aware of operational guidelines for the curriculum development or review. That is the steps, the processes. He or she is there to make sure that they are aware of what they are supposed to do. The QA link the various parties in the curriculum review process. So basically, they serve as collaborators in the process by collecting and making relevant data available, connect responsible authorities on strategies for curriculum review process, etc. The quality assurance officer provides administrative support and can assist in assembling subject experts of relevant stakeholders. The quality assurance officer may be involved in organizing the workshop and briefing the curriculum development experts. And it can monitor and coordinate the processes involved. And it ensures that the curriculum development meets minimum standards and benchmarks, especially if these guidelines are outlined and laid down in either a booklet or any other written form. The quality assurance officer should guide the process and ensure the curriculum is in line with the institution's goals and objectives. The quality assurance ensures that the processes establish awareness, that is, people are aware of what is involved in the curriculum review process. Also, what is the role of the quality assurance officer? So it ensures involvement of relevant stakeholders, ensures that feedback from students' evaluations are incorporated into the curriculum, provides an evidence-based data collection and follow-up, because the data past data, collected data, will influence further review. The quality assurance officer will develop strategies to manage resistance, because sometimes there are resistance among peers, setbacks, etc., and make the development process transparent. The quality assurance officer will act as the link between the internal quality assurance of the institution and the external quality assurance, the external agency. The final document, of course, will be submitted to the external quality assurance agency, either for noting or for approval, as the case may be. Now, we want to look at the last slide, but what just pictorially identifies some of the key roles of the quality assurance officer in curriculum review, and which by extension applies to study program. Now we can see that the quality assurance officer must have a plan of what is involved in curriculum review. He must be informed about the internal and external processes and regulations. The quality assurance officer must consider accreditation agencies and government requirements. Second row, left to right, the quality assurance officer must consider what other programs are doing. So you don't do things in vacuum. The quality assurance officer should involve faculty in the discussion about design and revision. That is, everybody involved. The quality assurance officer should make clear why change is necessary. The quality assurance officer should ensure that we consider assurance of qualification objectives. Of course, we must consider stakeholders' demands. Must have access to relevant data and information, because data will cause the committee to take certain decisions to influence what they are doing. Consider the available resources. You have to work within the given resources available. Of course, in such a process which involves several people, in order to avoid strife and not to ensure that the work is not completed, the quality assurance officer must be prepared for compromise. At the end of the day, everybody should be able to have a win-win situation. So basically, these are some key tips and points which the quality assurance officer must be able to know. So it's a reflection. Now, lastly, as a quality assurance officer, what has been your role in your department, your faculty, or in your institution? You may want to outline that on a piece of paper. In the past, how have you supported curriculum review in your institution? These are things for you to think about, and when now you know what is your role, maybe you'll be able to effect change in a more better way. So with this, I say thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope you will take this into good path. Thank you very much.